Hi, I'm Tanya Stewart, lawyer and law firm coach. Welcome to Tips and Tools Under 10, and we're going to talk about the 3 biggest mistakes that you make in your marketing. The first biggest mistake that you make in your marketing is that it's boring. The second is that you want to brand it, and the third one is that it's for everybody. So, the first one, it's boring. The biggest sin in marketing is to be boring. There are all these statistics all over the place that says people see something on the order of upwards of 3,000 ads a day. So if they're seeing 3,000 ads a day and your ad doesn't stick out, doesn't catch the eye, doesn't sink a hook and yank it, they're not going to remember it, they're not going to notice it, they're certainly not going to remember it later into the future. So that means basically if you accidentally get your ad right under the nose of someone who at that exact moment is thinking, I really wish I had a personal injury lawyer right now to talk to, then bam, you probably have a prospect. But really, how realistic is that? It's not. So the boringness of your ads, the hi, my name is blah and blah, and we're with blah, blah, and blah, and we care a lot about you, and we fight the insurance companies, and we're here for you, call us at blah and blah. I mean, honestly, if that sounds like your ad, then you've got problems, because that ad is boring. And that's, of course, just the verbal version of that ad. There's all sorts of glossy print ads that people sell law firms because honestly, remember, you're not marketers. So you just think, well, this is a big ad agency or a big marketing firm. They know what they're doing. You give them the $2,000, the $3,000, the $5,000, and they bring you back a stack of shiny brochures and you think you're really doing something. Well, unfortunately, mostly, no. So, biggest mistake you're making in your marketing, it's boring. Second mistake you're making in your marketing, which dovetails very closely, is branding. You've probably heard this. You've heard a lot of people bounce around this concept that your marketing needs to brand you. You're really worried about your logo and all of these different things. That is absolutely the last thing you need to be worrying about. Marketing is about relationship building. Nobody builds a relationship with a logo, okay? So here's the trick. You see Coca-Cola and you see Dr. Pepper and you see Pizza Hut and they spend $1 or $2 million to get a Super Bowl ad. Has it ever occurred to you to wonder how Coca-Cola knows if they sell more Coca-Cola after they spent the $2 million? Exactly. They have no clue. But Coca-Cola has a budget that's designed to absorb that because Coca-Cola does what's called brand marketing. Almost all the big firms do what they call brand marketing. They're just getting their name out there, splashing it around. Unfortunately, for smaller businesses like ours and law firms, just splashing your name around generally does not get you the business. And the worst sin on that is that, oh my goodness, we're going to talk about this in a second because I think I have time to give you a bonus result. So remind me to give you your bonus. But branding, absolutely not. Branding is always to be a byproduct of regular, good old-fashioned relationship building, memorable, non-boring marketing, preferably by direct mail. And remember what I said, that direct mail is when you're actually sending the piece directly to the person. So it is super important. No boring marketing and no branded marketing. Now your third sin, you're trying to get everybody. Now here's the problem with everybody. Everybody lives everywhere. They watch all kinds of media. They go everywhere. They have different tastes. Once again, you have to have a bottomless pit of a marketing budget in order to reach everybody. If you are actually focused on someone, what we call targeting or niching, you are going to be able to get extremely deep penetration straight down. It's kind of like if you're looking for water, when they dig a well, notice how a well is about that big, okay? They're not going to excavate the whole area of this beach to try to get to the water. It's going to cost too much. They're going to drill little test holes, and they're not going to be very big, and then they're going to drill very deep. So instead of going out for surface area, you're going to go straight down. That is the concept behind niching your marketing. So you really want to focus on who makes the best client for you. These are the types of things I do when I'm coaching with people to figure out initially, who is it that makes your best client? Older clients, younger clients, families, single people, truck drivers, professional people. It actually is not so important exactly what the demographic is. What's really important is that you know there is a demographic. If you know there is a demographic, then you can pay attention to putting that marketing right where they are. I'll give you a fishing example because this works great. Certain kind of fish strike on certain kinds of bait. So I've gone fishing before, and I brought my night crawlers. I was very proud of myself. I learned from my dad, you gotta cut your own worms. I'd even dig them and bait my own hook if I was fishing. And there were places I went where I didn't get any fish, and someone told me finally, you're fishing with the wrong bait. These fish don't bite on worms. Some fish bite on lures. Some fish bite on corn, for crying out loud. You have to know what kind of fish you're fishing for and what kind of bait they like, and then you can put your bait right exactly where they are. That is going to get you the best return, and that leads me to my bonus tip. Yes, I have some time. I'm going to squeeze this in. I talk fast, as you notice, so we'll get it in. The bonus tip for you is that your marketing has to be trackable. The mistake, this is like the fourth bonus tip mistake, do not spend money where you can't see if it made you money back. So when you put out that ad, if you put an ad in a magazine and you aren't paying attention to how many calls come in on that magazine and how many of those calls go from prospects to clients, then you're not tracking your marketing dollars. So how will you know whether or not it's a good idea the next time that ad is available to renew, to send that money back out the door? You don't. You're guessing. And as lawyers, we know what happens to us when we guess. We know what happens to our clients when we guess. We know what happens in courtrooms when there's guessing. Anything that you can measure, you can manage. And so your marketing dollars can be measured. As personal injury lawyers, it is super critical that you are accounting for this overhead of your marketing budget. So many lawyers are tempted by fear and by following the leader in the pack to just do what the guy down the street is doing. Well, you're probably going to get the same or worse results than the guy down the street is getting. And if you are a small or medium-sized firm, which are the firms that I tend to coach, if you're trying to do what a big, giant-sized firm is doing, you're going to do what they're doing very poorly. It's like photocopying a photocopy. So it might actually work for them because, once again, they've got money that approaches a branding scale. But for you, it's not going to work so well. So to recap, and this is important, the biggest mistakes that I see in marketing are, number one, being boring. Number two, trying to be the branding person. I want to get my name out there. You don't want to get your name out there. You want people talking to you. You want to build a relationship with them. Number three, trying to be for everybody. Anybody who's for everybody is actually for nobody. Okay, so you got a niche. You got to drill straight down. And then number four, your little bonus tip is that marketing has to be trackable. You have to be able to say, we use the word campaign a lot because we'll create a specific campaign and we have goals and projections for it. And it's no different than how you build a case for a trial. And I've been a trial lawyer for more than 15 years now, and I've really taken to marketing, and I love it. And it's actually like building a trial folder. So these are the things that I wanted you to know. I wanted you to give you these valuable content pieces today, little bite-sized nuggets. These are the things that I help law firms with when they coach with me. I'm Tanya Stewart, lawyer and law firm coach. I hope you check me out here on lawfirmrescue.com. And you definitely want to contact me and make sure you ask for my free Sacred 7 evaluation. So basically, I will go ahead and take a look at how you're getting your clients now, and we'll go ahead and do a quick little analysis of what's going on with you, because there are really 7 steps that I've identified to getting endless clients into a law firm. And if you don't know them, your competitor knows them, and that's probably why he's doing better than you. So happy to help you, glad to meet you. Welcome, and check me out at lawfirmrescue.com.